All right, today we're going to pull back the curtain on something that's becoming absolutely essential in the world of tech. We're demystifying the official certification for testing artificial intelligence, the ISTQB Certified Tester in AI.
So let's start with the big question, right? How in the world do you test a system that's designed to learn and change all by itself? I mean, for years, testing has been about predictable results. You put A in, you expect B to come out. But AI just throws that whole rulebook out the window. So how do we guarantee quality when the system is basically a moving target?
And this slide, this really nails the core of the issue. On one hand, you've got your conventional software. It's deterministic. It follows the exact rules we give it. Think of it like a calculator. 2 plus 2 is always going to be 4. But AI-based systems, they're probabilistic. They're more like a weather forecast. They look at tons of data, find patterns, and then make a really educated guess. This difference is exactly why we need a whole new testing playbook. So where do we get this new playbook? Well, that's where the ISTQB comes in. The International Software Testing Qualifications Board has put together a detailed blueprint for this new reality. It's called the Certified Tester in AI Syllabus, and it's our structured guide to tackling this massive challenge. Now, here's something you really got to understand. This certification isn't about teaching you one specific tool, like TensorFlow or some other platform. Nope. It's about giving you a foundational, vendor-neutral framework. It teaches you the principles behind testing AI, so you can walk into any project with any tool and know exactly what you're doing. And this chart, it tells the whole story. Just look at where the focus is. A massive 37% is a deep dive into machine learning. Why? Because you can't test what you don't understand. And right on its heels, 36% is dedicated to the actual practical testing techniques. So you're getting this incredible blend of deep theory and real-world application. Okay, so what are you actually going to learn? Let's dig into some of the core skills you'll walk away with. These are the big ideas that really set AI testing apart from, well, everything else. First up, bias. Now, for a tester, this is a huge quality issue. Imagine you're training an AI to identify animals, but you only show it pictures of cats. What's going to happen when you show it a picture of a lion? It's probably going to get it wrong, right? That's bias. As a tester, you need to know how to hunt for these imbalances in the data to make sure the model is actually fair and accurate. Next, let's talk about overfitting. The best analogy is this. Think of a student who just memorizes the answers to a practice test, word for word. They'll get 100% on that test, but on the final exam, where the questions are different, they're going to fail because they never actually learned the subject. An overfitted AI model is exactly the same. It looks brilliant on the data it already knows, but falls apart in the real world. And then you've got the whole black box problem. Some of these AI models are so complex, they give you an answer, but you have no idea how they got there. That's a huge problem, especially for critical stuff like medical diagnoses. You need to know why. That's where explainable AI, or XAI, comes in. As a tester, your job is to check not just the answer, but whether the AI's reasoning is transparent and trustworthy. This workflow diagram is basically the backbone of the entire certification. It shows that testing isn't just one little step you do at the end. A certified AI tester knows their role across this whole process, from the very beginning when you're just figuring out what you want to achieve, all the way to watching the model perform after it's live. Okay, the concepts are fascinating, for sure, but how do you actually get there? Let's break down the practical steps you need to take to become a certified AI tester. The main thing to remember is that this isn't just about reading a book and memorizing definitions. No, this whole thing is designed to give you practical, hands-on skills you can use from day one. It's all about putting theory into practice. And here's the proof. These are just some of the hands-on exercises that are literally built into the course. You're not just going to read about overfitting. You're going to demonstrate it. You're going to get in there and prepare data for a model. You'll use advanced techniques like metamorphic testing. You'll even build a basic AI yourself. This is where the knowledge really sticks. So what's the time commitment look like? Well, for any accredited training course, you're looking at a minimum of 25.1 hours of instruction. It's a solid investment of your time, but it's what it takes to get you truly up to speed. Now pay attention, because this is the most important part if you're planning your journey. There is one non-negotiable prerequisite. You have to already have the ISTQB Foundation Level Certificate. This AI cert is a specialist course, and it builds directly on top of that foundational knowledge. So we've covered the what and the how. The last big question is, who is this for? I mean, is this certification the right move for you and your career? Well, the syllabus itself is pretty direct about it. And it's not just for people who have tester in their job title. Look at this list. It's for test analysts, data analysts, developers, consultants, managers. The audience is incredibly broad because AI is starting to touch every single one of these jobs.
At the end of the day, it really just boils down to this. If you're a tech professional and your job has anything to do with software quality, this certification is designed for you. It's the bridge that connects the testing principles you already know to the wild new world of AI. And that's really the thought I want to leave you with. AI isn't some far-off future thing. It's here, right now, and it is reshaping our entire digital world. So the question isn't if you'll need to adapt your skills, it's how you're going to get ready for what's coming. And this certification, it's a pretty clear blueprint for that future.